Students, we were discussing about review of C++ programming. Tokens are classified as keywords, punctuators, identifiers, literals, operators. Operator is a symbol by which we can perform an operation. So, for example, I can say 5 plus 2. 5 and 2 are the operands and plus is the operator. See, operands are the data items participating in an operation, and the symbol by which we can perform the operation is known as operator. In mathematics, fundamental operators are, for example, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. See, to perform all these operations, we had used different symbols. For example, 5 by 2. In 5 by 2, 5 and 2 are the operands, and division, that is nothing but that symbol is nothing but the operator. Okay. In C++ programming language, based on the number of operands used in an operation, operators are classified into, what is that, 3. They are unary operator, binary operators, and a ternary operator. Unary operator acts on a single operand, means that operation can perform on a single operand. To make or to give sign for a number, we are using unary operator, positive and negative, means plus and minus. And plus plus is an incrementer operator, and minus is a decrement operator. So about increment operator and decrement operator we will discuss later. And what is meant by binary operator, or what are the different types of binary operator? Binary operators act on 2 operands. To perform binary operation, it needs at least 2 operands. They are plus, minus, then what is that, less than, greater than or equal to, multiplication. See, for multiplication in C++ language we are using a star, but actual name of that star is nothing but asterisk. And for division, see, a backslash is there. Another operation is ternary operation. For that, ternary operator is there. Ternary operator operates upon 3 operands. The vivid example for ternary operator is nothing but condition operator. So about condition operator we will do discussion later with the help of few C++ program. Next, operators are equal to operators. The assignment operator equal to is used for assigning a value to a variable. For example, a is equal to 5 or a is equal to 10 now. 10 will be stored in a. So to assign a value to a variable, we can use equal to operator. Another 2 equals we can use, that is a comparison operator. So the symbol equal compare 2 values. So that is a relational operator, just identified. Now, if you are going to write a equal 3, it will check whether the value of a is either 3 or not. So we need that operator in program. That is why try to learn or try to study properly the difference between equal and equal operator, means equal to operator. Next, input output operators. So as far as the program is concerned, we have to give lot of inputs, and program will do the process. Thereafter program gives output also. So to use input and output operators, users interventions are required. The input operator get from or extraction operator is used for taking input using input devices, and the output operator put to or insertion operator is used for showing result through the monitor or output devices. if you are going to write a C in, two types of greater symbol you have to write. C in A. C, while entering the value with the help of a keyboard, that value will be stored in A, input of statement. C out SUM, C out insertion operator SUM. The value stored in the variable SUM will be displayed through the monitor. When you are going to write a C out result will be kept in double quote. The string result itself will be displayed through the monitor. Okay, these are the input output operators. Another, increment and decrement operators. In C++, there are two operators, increment plus plus and decrement minus minus. The increment operator increases the value by 1 and decrement operator decreases the value by 1. For example, A plus plus. If A is equal to 2, A plus plus means 3. A is equal to A plus 1. A minus minus means 1. If A is equal to 2, A minus minus means 1. 1 is incrementing. See, two flavors are there. Postfix increment or postfix decrement. Another, prefix increment and prefix decrement. Then let us take a prefix increment. See, prefix increment means the operator will be written at first. For example, plus plus b. That is prefix. Before the variable, we are writing the operator. See, assume b is equal to 5 and we are writing a is equal to plus plus b. At that time, first of all, the value will be changed. Whose value will be changed? The value of b will be changed. B will become 6. Thereafter, the value 6 will be stored in A. Could you understand that? For that, it is using the rule change then use. First of all, changing the value. B was 5 and plus plus b means 6 and that 6 will be stored in where now? A. So A is equal to 6 and what is that? B is equal to 6. In postfix increment or decrement, it uses the rule use then change method. For example, A is equal to B plus plus. Assume B is 5. Use then change. Here value of B is assigned to A at first. Then only the value of B is getting changed or getting incremented. So at that time, assume B is equal to 5. We are writing A is equal to B plus plus. The value of B is given at first to A. 5 will be given to A. Then only incrementations will be happened. B will become 6. So two rules you have to keep in your mind. Change then use. Another in postfix. What is that? Use then change. Okay.